Hi church, bless you for taking the time to watch this. And please bear with me, it's very out of my comfort zone. My name is Judith and I've been chronically ill with fibromyalgia for over 30 years. This means my body is in constant pain and I have to use a wheelchair. People often ask if I struggle with the fact that I haven't been healed yet, with the fact that my prayers and the prayers of so many others for me haven't been answered. And that can be so frustrating and disappointing, something we need to be honest about with God and with each other. But do you think about the fact that Jesus knows what it is to have seemingly unanswered prayers or prayers not yet answered? In the Garden of Gethsemane, he prays, "Abba, Father," he said, "everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will." Mark 14:36. Jesus didn't want to die. He begs his Father to answer his prayer for another way forward that doesn't involve him suffering so much pain and death and separation from his Father. He knew he was going to bear all the sins of the world, past, present, and future, and he prayed that it wasn't so. But that prayer seemed to go unanswered. And in John, Jesus prays for all believers to be in complete unity, a prayer yet to be answered. I in them and you in me, so that they may be brought to complete unity. John 17:23. Talking about her disability, Joni Eareckson Tada, an evangelical Christian author, says, "If God's mind was small enough for me to understand, he wouldn't be God. Sometimes I can't stand being in this wheelchair, but there God's grace takes over. Even in my handicap, God has a plan and a purpose for my life." She goes on, "Yes, I pray that my pain might be removed, that it might cease, but more so, I pray for the strength to bear it, the grace to benefit from it, and the devotion to offer it up to God as a sacrifice of praise." And in God on Mute, a book I definitely recommend, Pete Greig says, "I asked for strength that I might achieve. He made me weak that I might obey. I asked for health that I might do greater things. I was given grace that I might do better things. I asked for riches that I might be happy. I was given poverty that I might be wise. I asked for power that I might have the praise of all men. I was given weakness that I might feel the need of God. I asked for all things that I might enjoy life. I was given life that I might enjoy all things. I received nothing that I asked for, all that I hoped for. My prayer was answered. I was most blessed." Some would say that Pete's prayers went unanswered, but that wasn't so. They just weren't answered as he expected. It's the same with me. I know that the answer to my prayers for healing isn't necessarily the pain, tiredness, suffering going away. It's God giving me the strength to get up every day and do what I need to do. It's him using the situation I'm in despite the pain and tiredness. It's him blessing me with the small things all the time. He will be answering your unanswered prayers, just not as you expect or when you expect. Following Jesus doesn't mean that we won't suffer physically, emotionally, mentally. But until he returns, we must take strength and comfort from knowing that one day God will wipe every tear from their eyes. Revelation 21:4. And we need to remember that just because our prayers don't seem to be answered, sometimes making God seem so very far away, it doesn't mean that he isn't there. He promises, "I'll never leave you and I'll never forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. In the here and now, we never face life's challenges alone. God's silence is not the same as his absence. Don't think that I don't believe that he could bless me with a miraculous healing, just as he could answer your unanswered prayers right this minute. I have no doubts about that. But until it happens, I'll let him use me, trusting in his plan. And I'll stay thankful because I know that one day I'll be free of pain and tiredness, free to praise and worship him as my heart truly wants to. And my prayer for you is that you're able to do the same. I'd like to end by adapting the lyrics from a song by Alyssa Turner, My Prayer for You. For anyone who's prayed 1,000 prayers and still can't find the answer anywhere, fighting off the lie that no one cares. For anyone who's out there losing hope, feeling you're forsaken and alone, clinging to the strands of your rope. For all of those with tired and weary souls, but still have faith to ask for miracles, choosing to believe he's in control. May God give you eyes to see he's still greater, courage to rise and believe he's able. May God be your peace in the fire you're walking through. This is my prayer for you. May your eyes be ever on the Lord your helper. May you find your refuge in the Lord your shelter. May you find him closer than a brother all your days. May God give you eyes to see he's still greater, courage to rise and believe he's able. May God give you peace in the fire you're walking through. This is my prayer for you. I miss you, church, and look forward to being with you again in fellowship.